This is the only major UK theatre awards to be voted for by the public! Woo! Where are you, public? Fabulous. Right, we're on with the awards. To announce our first award tonight, please welcome Whatsonstage.com Managing and Editorial Director, Terry Paddock.
So, as part of the live coverage, I'm going to do something quite unconventional in a theatre and invite you to turn your mobile phones on. But only one if you keep it on silent, and only two if you know what the heck Twitter is. And if you don't, then just forget it. We hold a massive industry event in December when we announce the shortlist and we celebrate all the nominations. Here's a confession. One year I said shortlist and was so tired I accidentally said shitlist. And I shouldn't really have repeated that.
Oh, wow, how absolutely thrilling. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who voted. I know I wasn't the most obvious choice to play a Liverpudlian housewife. In fact, one night after the performance, when I was going to pick my car up from the car park, there was a guy standing at the ticket machine, and he said, "You're in that Shirley Valentine across the road, didn't you?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And he said, "No offence, but you're Bren." And I said, "I wasn't when I started, but that Greek sun is really hot." So I suppose what I'm trying to say is sometimes it just takes a little bit of imagination to think outside the box, and thank God the theatre does that. And I had a whole team of people with imagination behind me, so I'd like to quickly thank them all. Willie Russell for your beautiful script, it was an honour to say your words. Glenn Walford for your fantastic direction. Everyone at the Chocolate Factory, David Babani, love working there. They take risks and they have fun. Lisa Makin, who I think was responsible for throwing my name in the ring, so I should probably share this with you, but I won't. Sonia Friedman and everyone at the Trafalgar Studios for looking after us. My fantastic agents, Dallas, Smith and Kirk, and everyone at United. My darling husband and family, he said, "Don't mention me, it's cheesy, but you bring out the cheese in me." And finally, especially to all the audiences, it's a particularly lonely place standing in the wings before you go out to do a one-person show. But I can honestly say that every time I went out there and saw all the Shirleys looking back at me, I never felt alone. Thank you very much.
Oh, lovely. Isn't this lovely? Thank you so much, everyone. Now, my speech is on auto cue, so if you can just bring that up, John. I hate that jacket, darling. It's awful. I've been wearing it for 3 years running. Thank you to the audiences who voted and actually paid for tickets to go and see our lovely Actor Muso show. And I brought on stage with me the gorgeous Michael Harrison, who was our producer, who actually took a chance on, you know, my mad ideas. And also, really, I'd like to thank, actually, Sarah Travis, who did amazing orchestrations, who I absolutely have adored working with for the last 5 years. And, of course, the multi-talented company of chess, who are just the most amazing triple threats I think I'll ever get to work with. So this is for them, and thank you very, very, very much, audience.
Tremendous honour, thank you so much, and I'm really, really thrilled that those regional audiences are responding to his fabulous production at the moment. Next up, Toronto, and fingers crossed for the West End. Any theatres available? We want to come in. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Such a drama! Always watching. Right then, I'm
Thank you so much for this award.
I suppose the best thing that we can do is thank everybody who's been part of the show for such a long time. We've been running for 15 months now. Our indispensable musical director, Andrew Charity, who you saw playing just then. Mark Godfrey at Soho Theatre for bringing us in the first place. Our 7 stage managers, over 100 chorus, 24 principals, set designers, costume designers, lighting designers, everyone has made this a really wonderful experience for us, and we kind of can't really believe that we're here right now. But it is great to see that this slightly mad idea has been vindicated by the audiences. So thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nick Hytner. No, Nick couldn't be here, and Rory couldn't be here, and Claire Higgins was, well, you know, Claire. Yeah, she doesn't believe in computers, so it's me. Thank you very much on behalf of Nick and Rory and all the company, all the cast, for everyone who voted for us. We are going to go back into the National next week. We're on tour at the moment. And last week we were in Nottingham, and this week we're in Woking. So, you know. No, I know. That's what we thought. So thank you very much to everyone who voted for us. Thank you.
Sorry, I can't see. Thank you, this is amazing. I'm sure it belongs to Howard Davis, really. That's who I voted for. But I'm very happy to benefit from a miscount, so thank you very, very much. I'm really, really proud of both The Crucible and Into the Woods, particularly The Crucible, because it was so important in the development of the programme at the park, and 72% of our audience for The Crucible were seeing a show at the park for the first time, which is amazing. I know all our work is about, every piece of work that we make is about collaboration between all of the artists on the project, but Into the Woods was a really, really special collaboration for me because there was a co-director and who is my amazing colleague and friend, Liam Steele, who's over there, and it was an entirely shared vision. So if I'm allowed to, I'll be cutting off a bit of this to give to Liam for his little cookies. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Woo! I think I'd be more nervous accepting this than I would be singing, so...
It's nice to see her when she's not green, actually. I've only been in the show 2 weeks, so I don't see about this very often.
Yes, I want to thank everyone who voted. Thank you very much, all the theatre goers, the very loyal fans, who I think a lot of them are here this evening. Thank you so much again for voting, second year running, wonderful. We can't take credit for last year's, but we can for this year. So
I'd just like to say that I think when Wicked opened 5 years ago nearly, it was a big shock that it's been such a huge success, and I know the management are thrilled at the success it's had. It's celebrating its 5th anniversary in September, and to be receiving an award for Best West End Show going into its 5th anniversary, it's such a huge theatre, is a massive achievement. So a massive thank you on behalf of everyone on and off stage. Yes, to the fans, you're insane, you're amazing.
In a good way.
Yeah, and keep your support coming because we really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Don't go anywhere, Rachel, because we're staying with a category dominated by our wonderful West End musicals, the Take One Media Best Takeover in a Row.
Her amazing performance as Alphabet in Wicked at the Apollo Victoria. The award goes to the sensational to share with anyone. Thank you so much. This means so much to me. I'm just very quickly in a minute going to give you a little antidote of how much Wicked has been part of my life for about 8 years now. I don't think my producer even knows this, Michael. I bribed my sister and my mother, who's here this evening, little girls, give us a shout, to come with me to New York. I had just heard the soundtrack of Wicked, and I fell in love with it so much, I just said, come on girls, let's go on a Sex and the City shopping trip to New York, just 5 days. You know, the ticket for the hotel and the flight was cheaper than the tickets in New York. We eventually got in after 3 or 4 days of standing in queues, and I was sobbing, absolutely sobbing after I watched Wicked on Broadway for the first time. I have a young age of 21, and I broke my heart, and I just said, I will not leave this auditorium until Mum and Sister, you trust in me, you will understand I will play that part one day.
and it breaks my heart now, but I want to thank my producers and my agent, York Betts, Michael McCabe, the whole Wicked staff. Not only am I honoured to play the role, which is a beautiful role, and I'm honoured to portray it every evening, but to be given recognition for it is just mind-blowing. Thank you very much.
It's ironic that having lit Ghost Stories, it's only now that I understand the true meaning of fear. This is a great honour. Thank you very much for everyone who voted, but it's doubly good because the show was such fun to work on and the people that were involved were so wonderful. So I should say thank you to Sean Holmes for getting me involved, Andy Nyman and also Jeremy Dyson, who were both fantastic throughout the whole thing. Thank you very much.
Crikey. Right, well, I wasn't expecting this when I was designing on the floor of my bedroom about 5 years ago, but this show has it's been such a pleasure to work on. It's been totally overwhelming. In the last 4 years, it's gone from a small little production that we all believed in to something that was far beyond my wildest anticipations. So I want to thank everyone, and the audience is so overwhelming how it's been received, so thank you very much. And also the other creatives who, I think I owe everything to them as well. Richard G. Jones for the lighting, Craig Veer for the sound. All of it go to create such a kind of an overwhelming atmosphere. So thank you so much. This is fantastic, and wow, thank you.
So when we need some heat, we retreat to our Spanish location. It's our own home from home, so you know we can roam, and we own it like a second nation. They cook all our food, yum, 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 and they laugh when we're rude. Kapuya, kapu, we get drunk and abuse all their views and refuse to speak Spanish at all. Jesus,
I love your jacket.
Thank you.
Well, I guess I should thank Twitter, because that's pretty much what got me this award and got the message out there. And my mom, who learned how to use email. I think I got the Iranian vote because of it. But honestly, folks, this means a lot to me, because really what I do, I just have a lot of fun. And the hard work really comes down to, for me, it's the crew. This year that they had has been extraordinary, especially on our show. I think it's been the most talked about show, and all the changes. I think the crew are the most unsung heroes, because they rock up, do triple the hours that I do, and I just get to have a lot of fun for all their hard work. I'd like to thank Jack O'Brien, who originated Love Never Dies. I think without him, the show would not exist. I think Rugg is forever in debt to him. I'd like to thank Bill Kenwright for taking over when we really needed someone to steer our ship. And I'd also like to thank my wife, because being married to me is it's not fun. And they do all the hard work. I get to have a lot of fun. And thank you to all the fans who voted.
This is really, really good. I just want to thank an extremely attractive and talented cast, along with my extremely attractive and talented leading man, David Suchet. My extremely attractive and wonderful producers, without which I don't think we would have, well, we had such encouragement from them. Also, the brilliant and also attractive Howard Davis, and also the genius of the writing of Arthur Miller. Also, the other thing is that, you know, the thing that we all have in common, and what the arts in every way has in common, what everybody in this room is trying to do is to catch the heart off guard and blow it open. And I hope we've done that. Thank you very much.
Oh, this is a real thrill. And Zoe, thank you. I didn't know we were all so attractive. I really But for this, what's on stage? I thought I'd try being a comedian.
I don't often get that chance. Zoe said thank you to the company, to the crew, to the producers and everything. I'm not going to repeat all that. There are two very special people here, Stephen Campbell-Moore and Jemima Rupo, because I really want to say thank you to you both, and Stephen, who played my son. Please, a big round for them. But this award is unique. We've heard that because it's given by those who come and see the play. So my huge thanks go to you, and not only to you who are here, but if this goes on the internet, which it is, I have to tell you that backstage at the Apollo Theatre we had a map of the world, and we used to put in pins when anybody came from abroad. And I have to say how proud the West End should be that our world map had a little pin in nearly, well, not every country, but so very many countries throughout the world. So, to audiences here, beyond here, and beyond everywhere, and the world, thank you for this very much.